Hey there, YouTube, Slasher Chicks and Slasher Dudes. My name's Alicia, and this is Slasher Chick TV. And we are on day 22 of 90 consecutive days of live streaming. And I'm going to add that ticker to the bottom here. And tonight we're continuing to focus on progress over perfection. But actually, you know what we're going to talk about today is feedback is a gift. I wonder, can I put that in as a? I don't think I can. So I had I mentioned this in another live before. How one person that always watches all of my content is my mom, and she always gives me feedback. And I love the way she gives me feedback too, because she always first, make sure I'm open and ready for it, and it's the right time that I can hear it. Am I able to accept it? Um, and I know that it's coming from a place of love, so it's always with kindness and empathy. And but I also recognize sometimes that feedback comes in unexpected ways or places that you just didn't expect. And it actually just happened to me. So I was talking to a friend, and they were saying something about asking me something about my YouTube channel, and I very much appreciate that. And that they were expressing an interest in something that they know is important to me and that I'm interested in. And they were asking like if I needed to edit anything beforehand, and I'm like, no, because the lives are like the lowest barrier of entry. You don't really have to prepare anything; you can just get started. And he was like, oh, yeah, I didn't really know, because it seems like a lot of times when you first get started, like in the first few minutes, it's just like you're talking about things that don't really have anything to do with what your topic is, and maybe waiting to get started. And I was like, what do you mean? And I think that, okay, that would be my first tip in regards to feedback is, before you before you just brush it off, explore. Now, one thing I try to do when someone offers me the gift of feedback, especially if I notice that I have an immediate reaction to it, like I don't like it, because maybe it's constructive feedback, an opportunity to improve, and I wasn't expecting it or prepared for it. But usually that's something that'll bother me and it'll like nag at me. So even if it's something that I disagree with and I think it's something I'm pretty good at, or, something that I am working to get better at, I still try to explore, could there be any truth to what this person just shared? Is there any information in here that I might need to consider? And I try to be curious about it. So if I don't agree, I'm certainly going to ask some follow up questions and for examples. So I asked him, what do you mean? And so he said, well, it seems like in the first couple of minutes, it's like you're, still getting set up, and maybe you're talking about things that don't really have anything to do with what your topic is at the time. Um, and it's kind of like I mean, these weren't the exact words, but this is the way I interpreted it. It's like a slow buildup. And I kind of paused, and I think I don't know, maybe thought he hurt my feelings or something. I don't know. Anyway, he asked about a follow up, and I'm like, no, I said, that's interesting that you say that, because, you really should participate in your lives as if you're going, as Coach Sherry says, practice like you play. So I need to open up my lives as if this is the show. Welcome to the show. Uh, and then it made me think about, well, if my live gets recommended, right, and it's within the first 2 minutes, and I'm just talking about anything that is not the topic and not what the person thought they clicked in here for, What does that mean? Like, why would you stay in the live? You know what I mean? You'd click out. And so then I'm less likely that you would want to perhaps subscribe to the channel and see if you like more of my content about the topic, because you'll never know what the topic is. And it is a lot easier to do lives when there are, people in there to interact with. But if my goal is also to have live streams in a format that I can then use that recording for a future scripted video, then I also need to make sure that I deliver the live as if I am talking to my audience. And although I might be open for questions, right, I could do the housekeeping up front and say, hey, questions are, I'm open to questions, but there's going to be a question and answer section at the end. Like, just give me give me some time to finish my presentation and then we'll chat about it. I could totally have my own format that encourages both. And I don't know if, I mean, I don't know if I would have had that aha as clearly if I hadn't been open to the feedback. Now, and also because it wasn't the first time I heard it. So I started this by saying my mom watches all my thing and gives me the feedback. And it was one of the things she said about maybe my first or second live. I think it was like my second one when I started doing this challenge. And I heard it and agreed with it. And I think I made an excuse for it at the time, like, oh, I'm just getting started. Well, when I hear the feedback from someone else and I'm on day 22, I'm 3 weeks in, how long are you going to make excuses? So I'm open to the feedback because it's valid. It's, most definitely valid. So I'm going to, I'm going to work on right now one option for one of my potential live stream format. Okay. And I think I had talked about this before. Well, I know I had talked about this before about wanting to do a live stream show called Everything's Negotiable about not every, but high profile negotiations that may have happened that are, in like pop culture or something, that to use them as an example to talk about negotiation strategies. So let's say I were to do that today. Yeah, there's some limits of things that I would do. Like, there's some things I just don't want to talk about on my channel. I don't want to talk about some things on my channel because they're not some of the things I want to talk about. I don't know how else to say that because I just said the same thing over like 6 times. But so yeah, I tried to look in the news to see, well, what would be the option, the things I would use right now as everything's negotiable. And I don't know. I don't see anything that has come up recently besides, well, I talked about the Watcher thing and that failed negotiation with their audience, but they came back with an apology pretty quickly, and I think that was a win. Who is Jimmy Allen? Is he that country singer? Okay, I wouldn't talk about this either. Oh yeah, he is the country singer. Okay, yep, nope, not talking about that. I don't know what this is about Anne Hathaway and chemistry tests. Yeah, I haven't heard about anything. I mean, it makes it hard to do the Everything's Negotiable show if I don't like to watch the news anymore. So Okay, this is interesting now. A grandmother of 12 breaks Guinness World Record for planking for 4.5 hours. That's wild. A 4.5 hour plank. Yeah. Who's trying to beat that? Somebody's gonna beat that though. Um 14 people who met celebrities and left the encounter saying what a piece of, I mean, just because they're celebrities doesn't mean they're not humans. I don't know what they expected. Okay. So yeah, still haven't come across a negotiation in the news that I'm like, oh, this is what I would use for the show. So maybe that's not the best idea. Um, I can't say that's true either. But I do know that I've made it to 22 days and I've showed up every time, whether I had clarity or not on, you know, what I was going to do. I think what I'm going to do right now, though, is go ahead and use my vidIQ and see. So, if you've been watching any of my live streams, you know I love the Chat GPT, and vidIQ has like a GPT set up in their thing, and you can kind of get some coaching, quote unquote, if you want to figure out what your channel should like do next, right? So I'm going to try this and we're going to try this together. All right, here's some suggested top. Ooh, let's go with this one. All right, let's see what this says right now when I ask it, can you audit my channel? We're 3 weeks into live streaming every day, so why wouldn't we do a channel audit right now? That seems appropriate. Okay. I'm a little nervous about these results, but let's just see um, what they say. I need to actually be in the live in case there's hold on. What they say. All right, here we go. So, okay, transfer was interrupted. Try your question again. Interesting. Oh, okay, this is encouraging. But what's this? I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try it again and ask, can you audit my channel and suggest my next 5 videos? Now let's see what it tells me. Okay. I feel like I also just need to update my description to be more. I mean, I definitely still want to talk about portfolio careers, but as I've been saying in my intro, I talk about growth mindset negotiation strategies. I mean, the portfolio careers is just a byproduct of having a growth mindset and negotiating the life that you want. And see, like it gives me these suggestions about using the title of Slasher Chick in my videos, but nobody's searching that title yet. I'm going to claim they get. Now, I did like doing the profiles, and so I have to figure out another way to do that. Ooh, this one looks like a really good one. I haven't gotten to the point where I have all the income streams that I want right now, so document, but I am trying to document the journey behind the scenes, so that'll be a good one. Ooh, also a good one. This work-life integration, creating spaces that inspire. Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad. Now, ooh, okay, let's find. It's gonna give me feedback on my last video. Let's try it. This is the last scripted video I did. Okay, so let me just. I need to read it out loud to myself to even fully grasp what's being said here. Based on the recent performance data for your video. So, and the self care that won't break the bank video was one that I did the live. I downloaded the live and just like used that with some B roll to ultimately make the video. So that's what I'm hoping to get to easily because it's yeah, it's a less cumbersome process. So it resonated well with the audience, got a total of 82 views, 13 comments, and 9 likes without any dislikes, which is nice. So that's a positive reception. The average view duration is about 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Suggests they're staying engaged for a significant portion of the video, but I could optimize it to get viewers to watch it longer. I don't even remember how long it is, but let me see. If they're staying for 3 minutes and 12 seconds and the video itself is 30 minutes, so that's only like 10%. And if I could get that up from like 10 to 20 to 30, even better. Um, so here's some suggestions they offer as a follow-up. Deep dive into specific topics. I did have a follow-up video. It wasn't DIY self-care. Ooh, or 5-minute self-care routines. I like that one. Um, but I did have low to no cost. The first one was about self-care that won't break the bank was like things you could do. But then I had another one of low to no cost self-care of well, actually ways to save on self-care that you could for things that you buy. For example, where I find the same quality products that are in department stores but cheaper or um some hidden gems that could make that possible. Um, Engaging with comments. I do engage with the comments to help have some ideas. So that's another way that I do think this is sound advice. Collaborate on self care challenges. Okay, I like this idea. Collaborating with other creators on self care challenges routine can introduce your content to new audiences. This could be a week long challenge with daily check ins or collaboration on a budget self care swap with other creator. Um, okay, so it's telling me I should leverage this. Okay, I'm really actually enjoying this right now. So, in case you see this on the replay, this is vidIQ, High Conscious Business Services. Um, yeah, I've at least appreciated not waiting for perfect and keep going, um, and learning along the way. So, I want to see this next question. This I'm showing what vidIQ's AI has to offer because I need to make some plans for myself on my own channel. So I might as well use the live as an opportunity to do it. And if there's something that you want me to look up for your channel, let me know in the chat here, and I'll test it out for you. It can create video ideas. So let me know if there's something you're interested in seeing here in this back end of vidIQ. Um, so the next option they give me after they've given me this feedback on my recent video and gave me the data performance is I could see what are the common themes in my top performing videos. I'm interested in seeing what comes up with this thing. My top performing things will likely be lives or videos that are just really old. Like, I don't know. We'll see what the AI says. Okay. Oh, okay. It's looking I like that it gave me what time frame it was looking for over the last 90 days. And it is only looking at videos. It doesn't look like it's even considering the lives. Okay, well, that's good to know because it's telling me to expand on self-care. And it's only focusing on the self-care. So I'm guessing it only uses the videos. I plan to do some Monday motivation content, just 1 minute or so. Is that detailed enough? Yeah, it sounds like it. Let's try. Where'd it go? Is this it? Ideas? No, we want to go into generate. Let's try this. Okay. Since you're gonna do 1 minute or so, are you trying to do shorts or you're gonna do specifically put them on the video side? Because I think with 1 minute you could choose either. But I'm gonna write it just like that. I plan to do Monday. All right, I'm just gonna name it like this. Yeah, Monday motivation content, about a minute or so. My community focuses on being conscious and entrepreneurial. Okay, I might want to spell that right. And that. Okay, I cannot spell right now, but just give me a second. All right, there we go. All right, let's see. All right, so this is the idea that it came up with. All right, doing vids. All right, so it didn't try again with the description. So the suggested title they came up with is Monday Motivation for Conscious Entrepreneurs, 1 minute boost for success. Description. Start your week with a powerful boost of motivation for success. This 1 minute video is designed specifically for conscious entrepreneurs, providing you with the inspiration and drive you need to conquer your goals. I like this. This isn't bad. Okay, hold on. I'm going to put it in the chat for you. Let me copy. Wait, is this going to just let me copy? Let me see. Oh, it sure does. Okay. Let me get back to my StreamYard so I can drop this description in the chat for you. Okay. All right. Sorry that it put it in as the two separate texts like that. Didn't know that's what it would do. Now let's see what else. So it gives you a hook to start the video. It says, watch this video to kickstart your week with powerful motivation and skyrocket your success as a conscious entrepreneur, or something, to that effect. Basically telling them, like, this is what you're going to get if you watch this. And here's okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and play it and see. They did a sample voiceover, so you'll at least get to hear the script that they came up with.
Good morning, conscious entrepreneurs.
All right. One thing I will name is that it defaults to like a white male voice.
It's a new week, a fresh start, and a chance to make things happen. As you begin your day, remember your purpose and passion. Let them guide you towards your goals. Take a moment to breathe, to center yourself, and to set your intentions for the day ahead. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who support and uplift you on your journey. Believe in yourself, trust in your abilities, and remember that success is within your reach. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more motivation and tips for conscious entrepreneurs.
All right, I can guarantee yours will sound better. All right, because that was not a very motivating voice. And matter of fact, I'm like demotivated. But it also suggests the tags that you will put in your video so that you can come up in things that people might be searching for. So maybe some of these are some you might not actually think of. Like, I would have never thought to put like inspirational quotes, but that's a good idea if you're giving someone if motivation, like inspirational is also another good tag to put, you know. Great. Yeah, he did say some of the things you say, but it was, yeah, very robotic. Not I mean, you know, some of these the AI voices are like really good, but some are so very obviously a computer. Oh, you can't see the tags. Okay, let me zoom in and see if that makes it better. Okay, how about now? And I mean, the ones that surprised me was just the inspirational quote. Oh, and I guess achieve. But hopefully that lets you see the tags better. Hold on, let me go over. And it also, if I scroll up a little bit, now one thing I'll say about this, I don't ever really like their suggested thumbnails because the suggested thumbnails don't ever. Well, maybe they're suggesting these as like a background or something, but one thing I have learned from my research is that thumbnails that have a face do better. I think maybe because, you know, people associate a human with it now. Not sure. But they do better. Now, let's see what happens if I just click on get more video ideas. Will it still? Oh, now it's going back to some of the things that it suggests for me. Now, the other thing I will also suggest for video ideas is let's see, creator hooks. And if you get this newsletter, I'm just going to go to a past edition because I already get this newsletter. And we're going to look at the last one. Or, yeah, one of the most recent ones. It's one of the most recent ones if you're not already subscribed. And can see some of their suggestions on essentially like what, you know, what's been working. So this is specifically about titles. And one title framework they offer is, oh, okay, a beat the hype is trending, in that if you were to like compare some things. Now, I wonder if I could use that with the self-care thing. Oh, yeah, like beat the hype, high-end self-care products for low prices. Ew, that's a good one. Okay. Okay, so these work because people like lists, so those do better. Timing, etc. Departure drama. Eh, not really a commentary channel, but I could see if you do commentary. You could use that. I mean, well, obviously, if I'm going to do commentary about negotiations, I was going to be doing commentary. But I could be using this for the negotiation type stuff. That's true. And an ad for vidIQ, which I don't need because I already have it that I just showed you. But I do highly recommend it. I will say that. And this is not sponsored, obviously, but doesn't mean it shouldn't be. And what's this? Yeah, I don't know about this framework. Not really. I don't think this is one for me. They're saying it works because of the simple language and the negativity part. Yeah, and I think that's why it's not the one for me. I understand that negativity works in terms of the clicking, but it's not how I want to do it. Ew, okay. Now, I really like this one, of the horrible blank, horrible blank advice that's killing blank. I could definitely use that one for negotiations. Now, it does appeal to the negativity part, um, but it also is the type of thing that it creates curiosity for the person that want to click on it. So, hi Marlene. Okay, forbidden 9. Huh. All right, I don't know how I feel about this framework. Again, it still kind of uses the negativity thing. So I it probably would, I don't know. I could see using this on like 9 things smart women should not do when negotiating. I could see using that for a negotiation framework. But again, the framework works because list and it's that negativity pull. I mean, I can't ignore the psychology of humans. And what's this one? Okay, this one is saying didn't do well. And it's a flop because yeah, I quit videos feels like it would do a lot. So why was this one bad? Oh, okay. That makes sense to me. He's saying it went bad because it was vague, but also because it's saying I quit, but then it's like all hopeful and stuff. I think that maybe was confusing to people. I don't know. Um, but that's an example of some of the newsletters you could get right into your inbox if you are using creator hooks or getting the creator hooks newsletter and just getting some suggestions that way um to help you with your video ideas. Sorry for the staccato speech right now, but I'm having trouble reading and speaking at the same time. It's actually that I'm not reading, it's reading and speaking. It's reading, speaking, and thinking because I'm reading, I'm speaking, but then when I read the thing, it does make me start to think about, oh, what would I do on my channel? So that's that's why I'm all over the place as far as that's concerned. But at any rate, that those are some of the tools that I'll use to figure out what happens next. But I did make it to day 22 of 90 days of live streaming. And I achieved my goal of a minimum of the 30 minutes. And I also survived a full on-site week at work. Uh, and by on-site, I mean like a bunch of meetings and team building and dinners. And while it was fun, it's also a lot of work and a lot of time. So, and we got a lot accomplished. It was like definitely energizing, etc. But I was tired. That is the best way I can describe it. So, oh my gosh, I'm literally yawning. I'm sorry, y'all, because that's contagious. Hearing someone yawn, and if you were worried that you weren't going to feel tired, well, hopefully I just helped you out. Oh, we also did yoga today, and that now one of the things I did get from the yoga today was some of the best stretches that made me feel so relaxed that I wanted to just go right to sleep afterwards, but then I had to go back to the office and like do work. Um so yeah, I'm definitely really tired and gonna go hit the hay. Thank y'all for joining me this evening. Charlene, I hope you were able to copy that from the chat. And I look forward to your Monday motivation minutes. And Marlene, I hit your play all before I left today, but I also when I got back home I realized it like paused. Like, are you still watching this? So hopefully it helped, but I'm not sure how far it got. So I hope everybody has a great evening, a restful sleep, and hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow when I make day 23 of my lives. Can't wait. Just closer to 90. Muscle memory reactivated. Have a good night, y'all.